So I'm Sarah Dirksen, Material Resource Coordinator for MCC Great Lakes here in Kidron, Ohio. MCC is an international nonprofit organization that provides relief, development, and peace in the name of Christ around the world. We have partnerships and programs in over 45 countries, and my role specifically sends handmade kits and comforters to those in need as humanitarian aid. Before this new building, we have been sharing space with MCC Connections, a thrift shop here in Kidron. And over the past years, both the thrift shop and what I do, the Material Resource Program, has grown and increased. And so we were in need of a new building. We had land here that we purchased, and so we were working with WCC to do some initial site assessments and figuring out what some initial buildings could look like for us. We originally had a different place on our land that we thought we'd do it and realized we couldn't fit a truck dock in there, so we switched things around a bit. WCC attended our community meeting with us so that we could get some interest from the community, see what they thought of our building plans and change some things beyond that. They attended lots of meetings with our committee to kind of figure out the final layout for our building. So our building is pretty much, it's 10,500 square feet. And it is roughly 3 different sections. We have a warehouse section that's about 4,000 square feet, and then a workroom processing area that's about 4,500 square feet, and then our admin office area, conference room, bathrooms, break rooms, all of that is kind of our final section of the building. So we have 4 offices. One of them's a double office and a conference room. We have a server room. We have bathrooms, a small break room. And then we have our giant workroom, which is where we'll actually be processing our kits and comforters that we do and packing them for our shipments. And then beyond that is warehousing, which is mostly pallet racking, loading docks, and big doors to bring things in off of box trucks or other things. We also added in a donation room. So all sorts of different pieces, but kind of a lot of more space for us to do what we were doing since we didn't have space in the other building. And we were really cramped on what we could do. So it was a lot of figuring out, using new spaces. So working with WCC has been really good. They've been super responsive. We've had lots of little tweaks along the process and changing things and making design choices. It was really nice to work with our design coordinator on some of those things because I do not have a design background. So picking out floor choices to match with walls and window trims was really helpful to have someone that could help us through those pieces. And picking out colors to match our branding colors when they really don't exist out there, so that was helpful too. A lot of the work crews themselves worked really hard. I'd be kind of surprised when I'd come over and check the process of the building, and they were always at work. It seemed like they hardly even took lunch breaks. And then, working with the job site managers was really helpful, and the building process went really smoothly. And they did all the coordination, of all the contractors coming in, so we didn't have to worry about that, which was also really helpful. So WCC came recommended to us by some other local nonprofits in the area, and as a nonprofit ourselves, they were really great to work with, really responsive to our needs and changes. And so if you're also looking for a project, I would highly recommend you reach out to them too.